Welcome back, folks, as you're enjoying the calm before the storm. As you see overcast skies behind me, a few flurries have started to fall from the sky down into the Springfield metro area and most of the Pioneer Valley. But currently 35 degrees is the temperature, so nice and calm out there with the winds actually not being a concern today. Really, this is going to be more of a precipitory event with a mixture between snow, sleet, freezing rain, and then talk about rain as well. So 35 degrees down in Springfield, more of the same as you expand on out, but talk about some communities hanging around that freezing mark there. Worthington 31 degrees at this moment, but look at this. We have a winter weather advisory in place starting just an hour or so ago, working your way into what will end up being tomorrow morning, as you're going to be dealing with the elements of a wintry mix: snow, sleet, freezing rain, and rain, probably in that order as well. But again, the wind's not going to be a headache today. You're going to have more of a windy condition behind this system as it works its way through our region and into Sunday. But behind that, you're going to be dealing with temperatures a little bit on that chilly side. You're barely going to be climbing into the mid and upper 30s when it's all said and done. Much colder going into Sunday evening, and then Monday morning, talk about temperatures in the teens for you to start your Christmas week. So looking at our situation right now, we have that winter storm warning in place for parts of Maine going into New Hampshire and Vermont and the Adirondacks, of course. They're going to be dealing with snow totals north of 6 to 8 inches and beyond. Down into Massachusetts, though, you are going to be dealing with that winter weather advisory, talking about conditions between a coating up to about 4 inches or so as you work towards the border of northern Massachusetts into southern New Hampshire and southern Vermont. However, more of a concern will be the slippery conditions associated with this mixture and mixing that's going to be happening throughout the day and then overnight as temperatures work their way back down below freezing. So you want to be weather alert today as you take a look at our current conditions. Some flurries working its way into western Mass, more of the heavier stuff down to the south and west, but this is a system that low pressure will migrate off into the east and track a little bit to the northeast as well as it goes ahead and really picks up speed later on this morning into the afternoon, keeping temperatures in the 30s today with those overcast skies. Then you're going to be returning from flurries to more of a steadier snow, switching on over into freezing rain and sleet, then ending up with an icy mix and rain when it's all said and done. So talk about timing. Things kind of intensifies as we get a couple bands later on this morning. Talk about snowfall to start. You see the pink, that mixing line is really hovering around Interstate 90, and that's going to be the theme with this. And that's why as you get down towards the southern Pioneer Valley, you're going to be dealing with those conditions that are going to meander from snow to rain and bouncing around those icing conditions. That's going to end up being the theme when eventually things turn a little bit more to rainfall as you get down towards the south anyway, and then snow sticking around the southern Vermont and southern New Hampshire border in Massachusetts. Franklin County is probably going to be ending up with the highest snow totals when it's all said and done. Look at our numbers here, though. Mainly snow as you get towards that border, like I just mentioned, 4 to 6 inches, then working its way down, decreasing accumulation, working your way down to Springfield and the Connecticut border there. Maybe just a coating. I think more of an ice concern will be the deal between Springfield and Northampton, and we'll continue to monitor things. But behind this storm, you're going to be talking about high pressure, and then temperatures really going to start bottoming out with the wind and the cold air settling in. Talk about going into tomorrow evening, temperatures feeling like wind chills in the teens. And then Monday morning, talk about perhaps being around 10 or 11 to start as you see your 7-day forecast. We get through the weather alert day today, and then some nice weather on the horizon there. Just have to deal with that cold temperatures. Back on over to you, Bree.